Okay, so we discussed in last two classes DDL, data definition language, right? So what is the purpose of that? To define the structure of any database object. Okay, so once the structure is defined, so what we can do, we can define the data. Means we can load the data, we can modify the data, we can delete it. So all these we can do by using DML, data manipulation language. So that is also we discussed already. Okay, so now table structure is defined in our current example. Okay, after defining the table structure, we already loaded some data into that, right? But now I want to see that data. Okay, what I want to do, whatever the data I loaded or I stored into the table, that data I want to see now. I want to read that data. Okay, so means I need to request Oracle engine to show data whatever I needed. Okay, so for that purpose we have now which one? DML. Okay, so sorry, DQL, data query language or data retrieval language. Let me share my screen now. Okay, so what we are going to learn now, DQL or DRL. Okay, data query language or data retrieval language. What is the purpose of this language? To retrieve the data. Okay, to retrieve the data or to fetch the data from database. That's it. So here we have only one simple powerful command. Okay, what is that powerful command? Select. Okay, so what is this command? Select. Only one command we have. Select. So you know already in English what is meant by select or selection, right? Nothing but I'm picking something. Okay, I'm selecting something, right? So same thing here also. Whatever I want, I'll select and I'll request Oracle engine to show that. Is clear what is select? Okay, so basically we have three capabilities. Okay, three capabilities for your select statement. Okay, so whatever the select statement we have, for that basically we have three capabilities. What are those three capabilities? One is projection, second is selection, means you can select whatever you want. What is projection we'll discuss, and what is joining we'll discuss. Basically we have three capabilities for our select statement. One is projection, one is selection, and other is joining. Okay, we'll discuss all this. Okay, before that first let's see how to use select statement, simple select statement. Okay, select. Okay, I just written select, so I'm writing star. Okay, so what I'm selecting, I'm selecting star. What is the star? Star is nothing but symbol for, okay, star is nothing but symbol for projection operator. Okay, it's a projection operator. Star is nothing but symbol for projection capability. So what is meant by star, we'll see, but as of now I used it here after select command. Okay, select a star. Okay, I'm asking Oracle engine, please select star. Star means I'll tell you from your table name. Okay, so whatever the table name you have, that table name. For example, we have cust info, right? Let's see this cust info. Okay, so otherwise what you can do, so instead of writing star, you can also write some selected columns. For example, there is one table called emp and which is having all the employees information. So I'm still selecting some columns here: employee number, employee name, sal. Three columns I'm selecting from emp table. So same like a cust info, there is one existing table which created, okay, already. Okay, from there I'm picking this data. Okay, so now we'll see what is this do, what will happen if I execute. So I'm going to SQL developer now. Okay, and taking a new connection. Okay, so you know already, right, how to open a new connection. So let us try again. Okay, so today's class is DQL. So I just want to write here some name I'm giving to this session, that's it. Okay, so whatever the database connection I'm opening, for that connection, for that session, I'm giving some name to identify that. Okay, now the username is sys, password is sys, and let me test. Okay, so the error connection as sys should be as a sys DBA. So every time what we used to do, I already told what I told. Sys is a system, nothing but it's a DBA, database administrator for us here in local. Okay, so always he will be logging into the database as a sys DBA. Okay, system DBA. Okay, so I entered already all these details, host name, port number, and SID. Now you can test the connection if you want again. Okay, success. Now I'm clicking on this connect. Okay, you can see this session is opened, DQL session. Now you can start working, you can start communicating with your Oracle database. So this is the first statement I return. What is that? Select star, then from EMP. Let me execute it. What will happen? Okay, so this is the data I got it from EMP table. Okay, so what is this? So these are all the columns we have actually in the table. So we got all those columns. Okay, and also we got complete data whatever we have in that table. Is clear? Any confusion? No, right? Now I'm executing second one. Okay, so before there were 15 rows, okay, 15 records or 15 employees, but now also same 15 rows or 15 records we have. Okay, so but what is the difference between earlier data and now? So now we, for the second query, I got a 3 columns of data. Okay, but all the rows. Okay, what I got here? 3 columns. Okay, 3 columns plus all rows. Okay, 3 columns of data with all rows, all the records. Correct now? So what about this first query? What I'm getting this from first query? Let's see. I'm executing it again. Let's see what I got it. I got all the columns. Okay, and how many rows? Same, all the rows. Okay, all the columns and all the rows I got it. So means what is the difference then? All the columns data with all rows. But here whatever the column names I return, those columns data for all the rows. Okay, so whenever you are writing this star, means what will happen? Now
All
what
data.
is mean by star? All
All
data
data.
means, all data means all columns or all the rows. Understood my question? I'm asking all the star means all the columns or all the rows.
All the rows.
Understood? No, don't get confusion.
All the columns.
Okay, let me write it here. Star is a projection operator. Good. Now star is equal to what? All the columns. Totally we have 8 columns in this table, for example. Okay, or all the rows. For example, we have 15 rows here. Okay, so now which is the correct answer? Star is equal to 8 columns or 15 rows? All columns means 8 columns will come here, all rows means 15 rows will come here. So which is exactly equal to star? All the columns are 15 rows. All the columns is nothing but what? One complete row. Some full information, right? All the columns are coming means one full record is coming. For example, if you see this completely one record, all the columns nothing but completely one record, full record, one complete information is coming there. Okay, so that is nothing but all the columns. Okay, or all the rows. What is exactly equal to star? Anyone?
All the columns. All the columns.
All the columns. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, so star is a projection operator. We know that already, right? So we are getting all 15 rows in both the cases. We have two queries, right? For first query also we are getting all the rows. For second query also getting all the 15 rows. 15 employees data is coming. Okay, so there is no difference in that. So the difference is only with this, right? So in the second query, I'm writing my own column names. Whatever the column names data I want to see, so those column names only I'm writing. Means I have an option here to write selected columns. Okay, so means I'm selecting, right? I'm selecting some column names here, whatever I want to see in my report. But in case of first query, I'm not selecting anything. Okay, I'm not selecting anything, directly writing there star. Okay, so star means not 3 columns or 4 columns. I'm asking Oracle engine to give all the columns information for each record. Okay, all the columns information for each record. Okay, all the columns is nothing but one complete record. Okay, no partial information, full information. Is clear? So what is meant by star now? One full record, all the columns. Okay, not all the rows. Are full information. Is clear? Anyone is having question here? What is meant by star? So you are going to write this star every time. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Anyone is having doubt here? What is meant by star? Okay, again I'm just repeating. Star is equal to one complete record. One complete record. Nothing but all the columns of information. And you don't have option there to select a specific columns. Okay, so that is what star. Okay, otherwise just remove that star and write your column names whatever you want. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we'll go back to here. So we were discussing, we have 3 capabilities for our select statement, right? So one is projection, one is selection, and other one is joining. So projection, now you know very well what is meant by projection, right? Right? So projection is nothing but it will allow you to retrieve one complete record. Okay, it will allow you to retrieve one complete record. Okay, now so next selection means you can select specific columns of data. Okay, you can select specific columns of data. Clear, right? What is meant by projection and what is meant by selection? Okay, so next capability, joining. Okay, so joining concept we'll discuss as a chapter later. Okay, but as of now, what is the purpose of this capability? As of now, how many columns of, sorry, we are getting the data from how many tables? Okay, how many tables there here in from class? Only one table, right? At a time, I'm retrieving only from one table as of now. Correct now? So, but if by using this joining capability, okay, by using this joining capability, what we can do, we can retrieve the data from multiple tables. Okay, we can retrieve the data from multiple tables, means more than one table. So this is very important chapters for us, this joining capability. So we'll discuss this as a chapter later. Okay, but as of now, what is the use of this joining? So nothing but to retrieve the data from multiple tables at a time. So we'll see this later. Okay, now we'll concentrate only on these two, projection and selection. Okay, so there is two things, right? What are the two things? We have only two commands now. What is that? Select and from. What is the purpose of select? What I am writing in the select class? Class means this complete one is nothing but class. Okay, so this is nothing but from class. This is select class. Keyword followed by something. Select keyword followed by something is nothing but select class. From keyword followed by something is nothing but from class. Okay, so now what I can write in the select class? I can write what I want to select from the source of the data, right? That's what I'm writing. I want these columns of information. So I'm specifying that in select class, right? In the from class, what I'm writing? From where I have to pick the data. Okay, from where I have to get that data, source of the data. Okay, so nothing but like a table. So in that table, I have that data. So I mentioned that table name there. Is clear what I have to write in the select and what I have to write in the from?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, so remember, always, again I'm repeating. Okay, so in select class, always I'm going to write what I want to see in my output. Simply to say what I want to see in my output. So whatever the selected columns or selected data you want to see, that and all I'm writing in select. That selected columns of data, from where I have to get, what is the source? That source of the data I am specifying in the from class. Okay, so nothing but a table name. Okay, so in that table, this employee number, employee name, this data I have actually in a table called EMP. So I return that EMP in the from class. Clear, right? What is select and what is from?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now I'm writing like this. Select star from EMP is done. It will give you complete data from your table that we know already, right? Star means complete record will come. By default, all the data, all the records will come because of select. Okay, so this select, whenever I'm writing, every time it is going to return all the records by default. So for example, now in this EMP table, we have totally 15 rows, 15 records we have. So by default, all the 15 records will come. Because of what? Because of select. Okay, because of select keyword. Okay, so by default, it is going to return all the data, all the records. Okay, but you have to choose whether you need complete information or partial information. If you want complete information for each record, then what you need to place? Star. If you want partial information, specify whatever the information you want, that column names you can write. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now okay, I just want to see something here. Okay, I'm inserting some data into the same EMP table. Okay, insert into EMP. So as we discussed in yesterday class, here we have 8 columns. Okay, it's difficult to remember that column names in an order of that EMP table. So I'm writing my own column names for which I want to pass the information. Okay, employee number, employee name, salary. For these 3 columns, I'm passing data values. Okay, see values. Employee number I'm passing same 101. Employee name I'm passing Ram, and salary, for example, 2000. Anything wrong in this? No, right? I'm executing it. Okay, see, one row inserted successfully,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Again, I'm
Sir.
executing the same statement. Okay, again I'm executing the same statement, same record, inserted one more time,
Yes, sir.
third time, fourth time, and fifth time. So means now I inserted totally 5 records, but all these 5 records are with the same data, same numbers, same name, same salary, same data. Correct now? I inserted
sir.
Sir.
5 rows. Okay, I inserted 5 rows. All these 5 rows are same,
Same.
nothing but duplicate. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Duplicate only, right? See this data, same na?
Yes, sir.
See, this all 5 rows are same as it is,
Same.
right? So nothing but duplicate data. Understood what is meant by duplicate? Okay, same record, if it is repeated again and again, then we can say it is a duplicate. If any one record is repeated twice, okay, twice, if it is there for 2 times, then we can say it is a duplicate, right? Now I have 5 records here, same duplicate records now. Okay, so whenever I'm executing this select star from emp, we know already select means by default it will return all the records from your table, including duplicates. Now I'm getting this duplicate data also. Okay, understood? Now I don't want to see this duplicate data in my output or in my report. Understood? I don't want to see this duplicate data in my report. So what I can do then? You can delete it. Okay, but how to delete this duplicate data, we'll see later. Okay, I don't want to delete anything. I just don't want to see. Okay, I don't want to see this duplicate data in my output. So what I can do then? There is a operator for us, that is distinct, distinct. Okay, distinct. So where I'm placing that? Immediately after select keyword. Okay, immediately after select keyword, I specified that distinct. Okay, now I'm executing. You can see how many records are coming, totally 20 now, right?
20.
Totally 20, where 5 are duplicates. Correct? One record is repeated for 5 times. Now I'm executing. See now how much data came. Let's go down. See totally how many came now?
16.
16. So this last 101 was repeated for 5 times. Okay, but now it is only for 1 time. Remaining 4 times not coming because I am using this distinct operator. So what that is doing? That is restricting. Okay, what that is doing? That is restricting duplicate records. Understanding? So
Yes.
for example, this 101 came for 1 time. When 17th record, same, right? When it is trying to fetch 17th record, it is observed. Okay, it's observed, same record is coming again into the output. So then what it is doing? It is going to restrict that. Then again it is going to the 18th record, again it is observing which record is going to come. Same 101 ram, complete same information is coming, which is already in our output. So restricted. So like that, it restricted all remaining records also. Understand what is meant by distinct?
Yes, sir.
Clear, right, everyone?
Yes,
So
sir.
simply to say, distinct is nothing but like a gatekeeper. For example, you are going to a cricket stadium. Okay, so to enter into the stadium, what you need? You need a pass, right? One unique ticket in required, right? So there will be a gatekeeper or someone is there to check your ticket. Okay, but you all 5 people took same ticket, which is having same ticket number. Okay, means one ticket you bought. Okay, only one ticket you bought, but you made it 5 times. So when you are trying to enter into the stadium, what will happen? That fellow will observe you. Only the first person will be entered into the stadium, and then second person, no, system observed. already this ticket number is inside the stadium. It's a duplicate. So you will be not allowed. Same third person, same fourth person. It's like a gatekeeper. Okay, it's like a gatekeeper. What it is doing, it is just restricting or just filtering duplicate data. Okay, while fetching only. Okay, only while retrieving. So I have not deleted anything. If you want, you can see this duplicate data. I'm just executing EMP table without distinct operator. See, those are there only. Those are there in the EMP table. I'm not doing anything. Okay, but in my report, whatever the output I want to see, in that output only I'm restricting. Understanding, right? So same way, that gatekeeper, that system, only the first person entered. For the second person and third person, he's not going to do anything for you, right? He's just simply restricting you to enter into the stadium. Same way here also, nothing happened to the remaining duplicate records. Nothing happened to the remaining duplicate records. I'm just restricting them to come into my output. Is clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So what is the purpose of distinct now? It is just simply restricting duplicate records while fetching the data. And this is only belongs to this query. Okay, not belongs to other query. Wherever you are writing, I mean, wherever the statement, in wherever you are writing, there only it will work, right? So for example, here also same thing is there, but it won't work now because there is no distinct. Clear, right?
Yes,
Any
sir.
confusion now? No?
No, sir.
Okay. Now we'll go to the next one. Okay. Before that, let us write what is the purpose of this? To restrict duplicate records while fetching the data. Okay, where we have to write this distinct, we have to write it immediately. We have to write immediately after select keyword. Okay, and also remember, it's not only while writing star. Okay, if you are writing some column names also, no problem. For example, now 3 columns of information, so definitely we'll get 20 records, right? So but I don't want to see this duplicate data even in this query. So then what I can do, same, I told you to write this distinct where exactly after select keyword. Done. Now executing. See, now let's go down. How many is there? Same 16. That last record not repeated. Clear? Now we'll go to the next concept. So the next concept is alias name. Okay, alias name. You know very well what is meant by alias name. Okay, so we maybe most of the people will be having alias name. It's nothing but a kind of nickname, alternative name. Okay, so what is meant by alias name? It's a alternative. Okay, it's a alternative name. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
And I have a question for you. Okay, if we have any alternative name, kind of a nickname, so is it permanent name or temporary name? So permanent name means everyone will call, maybe, or that name also will be in your registered certificates and all. Okay, temporary means only few people, whoever knows that nickname, those only will call you. Okay, so my question is your nickname is permanent
No, sir.
or
No, sir.
temporary?
Temporary.
Temporary.
Understood my question?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Are you there? No one is there. Can you hear me?
Repeat the question, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, but I asked a question. What was the question? So, is your nickname or alternative name or alias name is permanent or temporary?
Temporary, sir.
Temporary.
Okay, it's a temporary name because permanent name is nothing but a original name. Whatever the original name you have, that is permanent. So nickname
Yes.
is nothing but only for some people purpose. Okay, so it's a here also same thing. It is a temporary name. Okay, if spellings are wrong, don't mind. Okay, it's a temporary name, right? Second, third thing, same like a distinct. Okay, same like a distinct. Wherever you are writing this nickname, it is applicable only to that query. Okay, wherever we are using alias name, it is applicable only to that query. Okay, simply to say, for example, I have a nickname. I have some nickname ABC. Okay, and who will call? Whoever knows. Okay, so for example, in one town, okay, or in one city, those people only knows that nickname as ABC. Okay, now I am moving out of that city to somewhere else. Okay, I'm moving out of that city. So there also people will call me with
No,
nickname or original name.
Original name.
Original name. Okay, so this is what means. Like, so wherever you are writing, I mean, like wherever the query, okay, in which query you are using these alias names, it applicable only to that query, not to other queries. Clear, right?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
so wherever I'm writing this alias name, that alias name is going to be appeared in my output, right? So by default, alias names will be printed in uppercase. Uppercase means we discussed already, capital letters. Okay, even if you write that alias name in small letters also, by default that will come as capital letters in our output. Okay, so we'll see what to do to get that alias name as it is. Okay, I'll write that point later. Now let's go back to SQL developer. Okay, so we have these two queries now. Okay, so this one I don't want now. Okay, I want only this. If you want, you can keep distinct also, no problem for me. Otherwise, you can remove it. Okay, but just to avoid the confusion, I'm not using distinct. But if you want, you can use it, no problem. I'm executing a statement. There is nothing. Okay, I selected 3 columns from EMP table. That's it. So this is the data I'm getting. Observe the column names, nothing but headings of your output. Same column name, right? Whatever the column name is there, same column name became as heading here in the output. Correct? Now, I don't want to see, for example, this SAL. Okay, for example, I want to see this as a full name, salary. SAL is nothing but salary, but it's not meaningful to me. I want to make it readable. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to write salary. Okay, so the first thing is SAL and the second word is salary. Clear? Now
Yes,
see
sir.
what will happen. I written this in small case, of course. I mean small letters. Let's see what will happen in the output. I'm executing. What happened? See now. What happened? Only for that column, instead of SAL, it became as salary. Okay. Now what happened to this EMP table? Let's describe this EMP table. Okay. See this salary column. Any change to this salary column? No. The original name is there as it is. Okay, original name is there as it is. Only while fetching the data, okay, only while fetching the data or while retrieving the data, to make this SAL or to make this column name meaningful in my output, or to increase the readability in my output, I'm using this alias name. Understood? And
Yes, sir.
I already told you, right? This is applicable only in this query, because I written alias name in this query. So this is only applicable to this query. For example, I'm writing, okay, otherwise let me put this way, select star from EMP. See how it came? Salary column, this one, it became like the same, SAL only. Correct now? So no change. So what I mean to say, this alias name is applicable only to this query. It's a temporary name and it is applicable only to this query wherever you return. That's it. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, same way, I want to write alias name for this second column ename. Okay. How I'm writing? Employee name. Okay. I written like this, employee name. Anything wrong in this? No, right? Same like a SAL, salary I written, right? Same way for ename, I just want to show it as employee name. Okay, I'm executing. Let's see. What is the problem? So wherever you are getting the errors, remember that errors. Okay, remember that error. What is the error? And what is the solution for that error? So that next time, whenever you are getting the error, it is easy to rectify that error. Okay, so that's why now onwards you should remember all the errors. That's why I'm showing you many errors every time. Okay, so now what is the problem? From keyword not found where expected. From keyword is there, it's there now, it's there. But what is the problem? It is telling from keyword not found where expected. So means it is expecting this from keyword in some place, but we are not writing in that place. Is it correct? No, right? It is in the correct place only. Then what does that mean? Okay, so that means somewhere you are missing comma between column to column. You observed, right? Every time we are writing comma to separate each column, right? Between two columns. For example, employee number, employee name. We are separating with comma, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll show you this way. I'm removing this alias name as of now. I'm executing it again. Working fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm removing comma. Where? Here. It will work. It will work. But observe what happened. What is wrong here? Or what is your observation here? What happened? I written 3 columns, of course. But what happened? Sorry?
Column name employee number ki employee name వచ్చింది, sir.
Okay, what is this ename now? So how it
Alias
is
name
working
of-
here? It became
alias
as
name
a
of employee
alias
number.
name. Okay, yes. It became as a alias name to this column.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we just now discussed. For SAL, how we written? SAL is the original name. For that, I gave a space and I written salary as the alias name. So it became salary. Same way for employee number, of course, ename is a column name. We know that, but you missed comma here. So what happened? Oracle understood that employee number is the original name and
Ename is
we
the
written this ename as
alias.
an alias name for that column. So that's why ename came here, but data is employee numbers because employee number is the original number, original column name, ename became as an alias name for that. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I want to show, comma is there now. It will work fine. Good. By mistake, I written one more comma. Otherwise, let me write here. I written one more comma at the end of that salary column. Let's see what will happen. What is the error?
Expression.
Expression. Nothing but one extra comma k. Let's see now. I written one more comma in between. Sorry. Execute. Same error.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But now when I am writing this, let's see. From keyword not found where expected. Okay. So that means just now we saw, right? When I written employee number without any comma or space, without any comma separation, when I written e name immediately, so that e name became as alias name for employee number column. Correct? So means
Yes.
what Oracle is expecting, you can write two words between comma to comma. You can write maximum two words only between comma to comma. What are the two words? One is original name, another one is alias name. These two words only you can write maximum. Okay, maximum you can write two words between comma to comma. So first word should be the column name. Okay, okay, so you should not write first alias name and second column name. Okay, because Oracle will understand always it is a column name. So it will try to find out in Oracle database, I mean in the EMP table, for example, it will try to search for SAL. Okay, if you write, for example, SALARAY, let's see what will happen. Okay, let me remove this. We'll discuss again. Okay, see what will happen.
Invalid.
Salary invalid identifier. It is telling clearly what it is telling. Salary invalid identifier means it is telling I'm unable to identify that column in EMP table. Okay, but you assume SAL is the column name, salary is the alias name. Okay, but always remember first word should be the column name, original column name, and the second word you can write if you want as the alias name. Okay, and these two words only you can write maximum between comma to comma. That's it, because one is the original name and second is the alias name. That's it. Clear, right? So now
Yes, sir.
it will work for sure. Okay, but what I'm writing for e name, I just want to write employee name. But what is the issue here now? How many words are there between comma to comma? Totally 3, right? E name is the 1, employee is the 2, name is the 3, right? 3 words are coming. That's why the error is coming. We can write maximum 2 words. One is original name and second is alias name.
Alias.
So what I have to do? Don't give any space between this. It won't throw any error because only 2 words are there now. Okay, but I want space. Okay, but I want space between the 2 words. Then definitely will get an error. So what you have to do then? If you want to print your alias name as it is, then keep that alias name
Double quotation.
like this. What is that? Sorry. In double quotes. If you want to print your alias name as it is, then you can write it in double quotes. Also, you can see there is a space, that is fine. And also you can see this case as it is printed. Means I written that alias name in small letters and even it is printed in small letters only. Correct? But where it is salary is coming in uppercase. Okay, by default alias names will be printed in which case?
Uppercase.
By default alias names will be printed in which case? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Uppercase, sir.
Okay, by default alias names will be printed in uppercase, but if you want to print any alias name as it is, then what you need to do? You have to keep that in double quotes. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what I'm writing is one extra word between these two, sal and salary. Now how many came? Totally 3. We know we should not write 3 words, but let's see what will happen. No error, it's working fine. Okay, because as is not the word, it's a keyword. Okay, that's why the color is also in blue.
Blue.
Okay, as is a keyword. What is the purpose of this as keyword? Why I written between these two words? Because see now, sal as salary. While reading this query, okay, while reading this query, earlier it was like sal salary. Maybe you are getting confusion, right? Which is the original name, which is the alias name, right? But now it is sal as salary. Nothing but sal became as salary. Just to increase the readability, I'm using as keyword, but this is not mandatory to write. Okay, so this is not mandatory to write. Any confusion till now?
No, sir.
Okay, anyone is having confusion there? Okay, so if we want to print alias name as it is, then what you need to do? Then we have to keep that alias name in double quotes. Clear, right? And
Yes, sir.
we can use as keyword to increase the readability. Just increase the readability. That's it. Okay, this is and this is optional. Clear, right?
Yes,
Any
sir.
question? Let me know. Otherwise, we'll go to the next topic. Okay, so whatever we are discussing, all these things definitely we are going to use every time in every project, every time. 80% of the time we are going to use it. Okay, now that is about alias name and distinct. Okay, so now we'll see where class. Okay, so what is the purpose of where class? Just to filter the data. Okay, for example, I have 1000 people. Okay, I don't want to enter all these 1000 people into the cricket stadium. So what I will do, I'll keep a gatekeeper at the gate, and I'll ask him to check something like whoever paid 1000 rupees, those people will go to the separate seats. 500 rupees people will go to the separate seats. Like that, I'm going to filter them, right? So that operation I can do here by using where class. Okay, so what is the purpose of this?
Filter the data.
Use it to filter the data. Okay, for example, I'm trying to get all the employees details. Okay, I'm trying to extract all the employees details. Okay, who are earning salary more than 2000. Okay, I'm trying to extract all the employees details who are earning salary more than 3000. So means all the employees details means definitely complete data I want. So I'm keeping star there. And from where I have to get it? From EMP table. Okay. So then I don't want all this data, right? So now everything I got. I don't want this data. I want to see the people only whoever is earning salary more than 2000, for example. So what I can do? I have to filter the data. So whenever you have a condition to write, or whenever you want to filter something, then you can write that filter condition in where class. Where is the keyword? And whenever you are writing something, after that where keyword will be called as where class. Now, what I'm going to write? Condition is based on which column? Salary column. So salary column is nothing but SAL here. So more than means greater than. Okay. So more than what? For example, 2000. So I return. End of the statement, semicolon. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Confusion. Executed. See, basically we have 20 records, including duplicates. But now you are able to see only 7 records, and you can observe. You can test this data whether it is correct or not. How can I test? What is the condition actually? So all these people salaries should be more than 2000.
2000.
Check all these are more than 2000 or not. Yes.
Yes.
Is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Same thing. Okay. Same thing. For example, same condition. I'm just writing this way. Same condition, nothing changed. But instead of writing SAL, I'm writing SALARY. What is this salary in this query?
Alias name.
Okay, it's an alias name. So instead of writing original name, I'm writing now alias name because I have alias name in my query. So I'm using that alias name to filter the data. Okay, let me execute it. So what is the problem?
Invalid
Salary
identifier.
invalid identifier. Same problem. Okay, Oracle engine is trying to find it out. Where is this salary column in EMP table? But there is no column like SALARY salary. Okay, so what is the purpose of this alias name? I told this is only to make your column name readable, like more convenient purpose, just to printing purpose. Simply to say only for printing. Okay, it's not making any changes to your original column names. So Oracle is failing here. So what is the problem here? What does this mean? We can't write alias names in where class. Remember this point. Clear now?
Yes,
Now, same query, for example, what I'm trying to do, I want to compare, okay, I want to compare something like whoever salaries is more than 2000, okay, salary is more than 2000, or else let me write something here. Okay, I just want to write like this. Okay, I'm just trying to compare. Otherwise, let me do this. Whoever job is, okay, whoever job is equal to clerk. Okay, I'm trying to find out the people whoever is working as clerk. That's it. No wrong. Okay, right? So everything is fine. I got all the clerks. I also want, okay, I also want whoever working as managers. Okay, so why I'm writing this manager clerk in single quotes? Why I'm writing in single quotations? Can you hear me? Why I written this manager clerk in single quotations?
It's a character data.
Forgot? You there? No one is speaking. Am I unable to hear you? Kumar, Himaja, Rama,
Yes.
anyone? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Something is problem.
Case sensitive, sir.
Yeah, case sensitive. I think something was issue. Okay. Yeah, it is a case sensitive. That's why I'm keeping in single quotations. Fine. Now, earlier I just searched with the clerk. Now I want to search with the manager also. Okay. So I'm executing. Let's see. What happened? SQL command not properly ended. What does that mean? Everything is right only. Okay. But the problem is you are trying to search with okay. You are trying to search with two jobs. Okay, you are trying to search with two values using equal to operator. Okay, so using equal to operator, we can search with only one value at a time. We'll discuss about this operator in next class. Okay, but as of now, we can't search with multiple values at a time. So what I'm doing, we'll discuss about this operator later. But as of now, I'm just writing in, which is similar to equal. Okay, equal to operator. But by using equal to operator, I can search with only one value at a time. So to search with multiple values, one value or more than one value, I'm using this operator in. Sorry, there is no semicolon, right? That's
Yes.
why what happened? It's treated as till here. That's why error. Okay, so that's why every time what you need to remember, you have to keep semicolon at the end of each statement. See now, clerk came as well as managers also came. Clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Any confusion about this where class? Okay, so we discussed what is the purpose of where class? Nothing but to filter the data. Okay, and we can't write alias names in the where class. That's it. So anyhow, we'll be using this where class and all every time now onwards. Okay, let's see. So the next thing is group by class, having class, and order by class. We'll discuss these three in the next class. Okay, I don't want to make you confused. Okay, but try practicing today's class today only. Okay, otherwise you will get confusion. Fine. And I just want to know, tell you one more thing. Okay, so that is syntax of select statement. Okay, syntax of select statement. So what is that syntax? We'll see. First you should write select. Okay, select keyword or select a class. After select class, only the from class. Okay, after from class, if you want, you can use this where class. Okay, in where class what you will write? Condition. Okay, after where class what you will write? We'll discuss about this later. Group by. Okay, I'm writing group by class. After group by, there is one more thing, having. Okay, okay, after having, finally you can write order by. We'll discuss all these things later, don't worry. Okay, so now select is mandatory every time. Whenever you are trying to fetch the data, every time you have to write select, because you need to tell what you want. Okay, so I'll write all the column names or star whatever in this select class, and in the from I will tell from where I have to pick the data, right? So these two are mandatory to write any simple select statement. Where is depends, right? If you want to filter the data, then you can use it. Otherwise, it's not required. Now also in some queries we have not used where class, right? Simply we return select star from emp. That's it. Okay, if you want to filter the data, you can. Okay, otherwise it's not required. Same way group by class, it is also optional. Same way having class, optional. Order by class, also optional. So I'm keeping them in rectangular braces, means that is optional. Okay, so now remember one more point. Totally how many keywords are there, or how many classes are there? 6 classes are there, right? So all these, for example, I'm using all these classes, so then all these should be in the same order. Okay, that means after from you should use where only, after where only you should use group by, after group by only you can use having, and after having only you can use order by. So this is nothing but syntax of your select statement. Okay, we already discussed what I can write in the select statement, right? So what I can write a star, or I can write selected column names, column 1, column 2, and so on. I can select columns, otherwise star, right? The same way, what I can do, if I want, I can use alias name, otherwise it's okay, but not mandatory. So these are all you can write in the select. Alias name you can write, some specific column names you can write, otherwise star you can write. Okay, along with them what you can write? Distinct. Okay, distinct. Clear? Now in the from class what you can write? In the from class, source of the data, you can write n number of tables if you want. Okay, table 1, table 2, view 1, so on. Okay, you can write like this. Okay, n number of tables you can write. So in the where class, it is about filter. Okay, you may or may not use, depends on your requirement. Same way remaining also. Okay, right. So any questions till now? We'll discuss about group by class, having class, and order by class in next class. But as of now, if you have any question, please let me know. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so we'll meet again by tomorrow same time. Okay,
Okay,
and
sir.
we'll continue with this. If anyone is having questions, please be there. Remaining people can leave the meeting. Thank you.